So Doomsday Clock.
So Doomsday Clock.
Really
That's
good.
a good one. People should
Definitely
read
pick that up, yeah.
Yeah. Totally worth it. The art is great. The art. I mean, obviously it's not Dave Gibbons, but
it definitely does. It does it justice.
It does it justice.
It does it real justice.
Very
and
similar
done...
to a Gibbons approach.
Yeah.
Which I appreciated. I mean, it's not like the what was it, 9 panels each.
Yeah.
Watchmen was always 9 panels.
Except for unless it needed a splash page, and that was the thing.
And so it's not that, but it is, I guess, cinematography, if you will, just the way the shots are set up seem very similar.
That understated kind of realistic take that Dave Gibbons had.
Yeah.
The characters, for being fit and athletic, they look like fit and athletic people, not like, John Byrne, George Perez, Jim Lee.
God being.
Right. Those musculatures that really, truly almost don't exist unless you're posing on stage for a Mr. Olympia competition.
Exactly.
That might have
like
been...
Troy David.
That might have been your youth, Mr. San Diego, but the rest of us don't have beach bodies.
That was my uncle. My uncle was Mr. San Diego, 1972.
Yeah, I've seen your old fighting photos, man.
Yeah, this guy.
Those, you gotta check those out. Those are crazy.
He had more hair.
Yeah, he had a mustache. He only had a mustache. He didn't have any of the stubble or anything. He had a mustache. Just the fighting mustache, like he was Chuck Norris, man.
It's alright, Troy. I'm old enough to where I had a mustache for a while, too.
Yeah, I mean, that was... the goat just wouldn't grow evenly. But, so, Doomsday Clock captures the sensibilities of the Watchmen, the old Watchmen.
Yes.
And like I said, for one issue only, it manages to begin to address some points, and let's just see what other points they manage to address before it's all said and done.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
So the end. Can we do spoilers here? Do you mind? You can cut this if you want.
Yeah.
But
we'll do a spoiler warning.
Superman. What's really happening at the end there with Superman? What do you think is actually going on? Because I'm not sure I understand that. I mean, I think I do, but I'm not certain.
Well, I'm wondering from again, I had to be in the head of Jeff Johns. Like, was it this particular this Superman that you wanted to do this to, or the other Superman, the one who's dead of kryptonite poisoning? How did you come to this conclusion that you were going to have these characters drawn? You've messed with time, so really, if you're going to realign time, you could have whatever version of Superman you wanted. I'm taking 1940s Superman. That's the one I'm going to use.
Well,
so
if it's 1992 in Watchmen world, maybe it's 1992 in the DC universe.
But it's not.
Which is like, let's see.
But again, it's not.
How do we know?
Because,
do we know?
Are
we sure?
I feel like there were enough references that it's when you're in the DC universe, it's contemporaneous.
Yes.
Okay. He's having like the nightmare of his parents dying, which is something that the New 52 did, right? Right, because like in the New 52, his parents died.
Well,
that's not
that was New 52 Superman.
Yeah, but then they like fused or whatever, right?
Yeah, with Superman Reborn.
Oh, that's right.
They
like
merged
the
into the one Superman who remembered everything from both the New 52 and pre-New 52.
Yeah.
I didn't even read that, and I knew it.
Thanks, Matt.
Big brain on Matt. All right.
Yeah.
So they did do that where he is now the pre-New 52 and the New 52 Superman merged.
So he is our Superman. As we could
Superman.
stop referring to a point in time that Diana and Clark ever dated.
Yeah.
Breaks my heart.
I was not a fan of that.
I liked it.
I was super not a fan of that.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Because
I always grew up with the JLA, the Grant Morrison JLA, and all the others where it was always Batman and Wonder Woman, and Superman had always been courting Lois Lane for like 20 years.
Right.
That was the thing. It was always Superman and Lois Lane and no one else. So that was the thing.
What I liked was Superman and Wonder Woman actually consummated a relationship where Batman,
they just flirted, yeah.
And Batman is working in terms of relationships, Catwoman, much more strongly.
Yes.
Lois Lane, now that at that time wasn't pursuing Superman. Oh, I'll find out his secret identity and then he'll have to marry me.
Yeah.
After decades of that crap.
Yeah.
Which you didn't have to put up with, but I did.
I didn't. I
Lois
just didn't
Lane-
buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Lois Lane suddenly was a career woman who could have cared less about Superman's secret identity and moved on to actual important journalism.
Yeah.
So she grew stronger as a character. Superman and Wonder Woman actually had a superhero relationship that seemed to work on multiple levels. The whole, Diana, you should try having a secret identity. It lets you, have a life. Well, Clark, you should try being yourself all the time and not have to hide. All right, so we're back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah.
That dichotomy was interesting, but it also, they were contributory to each other's lives in that relationship. Wonder Woman could participate with anything Superman was doing. There was never any of this, I got to keep you back out of danger, because when Superman's getting his ass kicked by Zod and Feora, look who comes and saves him.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, you're a badass Kryptonian, and guess what? I am the freaking goddess of war, bitches.
Yeah.
And she handles two Kryptonians by strength and skill. I liked it much better that she was that part of that life.
I liked Superman and Wonder Woman. I think that was one of my favorite parts of the broad New 52. That and getting rid of the shorts.
Yeah.
Like the belt is good.
The belt's good,
but the underwear on the
trunks
outside
had to go. The
yeah,
trunks on everyone had to go.
Glad about that.
Yeah, they're not underwear, they're trunks. This is not Captain Underpants.
But
Or
nobody,
Captain America.
but nobody is wrestling, so there's no reason for that.
It's no longer the 1940s.
It makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense for a wrestler character. Like, wasn't there one of the JSA characters a wrestler before he became a...
He was a boxer.
Oh, is that
You're thinking
Wildcat.
Wildcat. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
Wildcat, fine.
But
and
Superman-
his was just a solid one piece.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was just a solid suit. Yeah.
With cat claws.
Yep, yeah. But no, Superman and Batman, of course, were made in the late 30s, and so with all the circus strongmen, they wore the
Circus
trunks.
strongman outfits.
And that was the thing, and most of them was just like the
But they
one
kept
piece
it
with-
for so
They
long.
did, and
That
that was
should've-
my.
that should've
They
been
should have gotten
gone.
rid of
Yeah.
like in the 70s,
It
man.
it just became a staple. It became part of the part of the look.
And that was one of the good things of the New 52. There were very few good things of the New 52, but finally the good thing is that he decided these are gone, and it's just the plain blue suit with the belt.
You say that, Mr. New 52, and yet, Stroke, you liked Nightwing.
Yes.
You liked Steiner Capullo's Batman.
Yes.
You also liked Azzarello Chang Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Did you not like Green Arrow?
The New 52 Green Arrow?
Yeah.
It was alright, yeah. I was more of a I don't know how I felt about him being younger because I was such a big fan of the Mike Grell Green Arrow, where he was older and he was dealing with him and Black Canary and getting married and all that.
Right.
It was interesting to see him be a younger hero, but I was more used to the goatee and everything.
Well, I mean, I would have been fine with him eventually growing some facial hair, although,
Yeah, which
to
he
be
did.
sure,
Yeah.
it is hard to maintain a secret identity that way.
Yes.
But I did like clearing the barnacles off the backside of his life and
Yeah.
making him not such a jacktacular character.
Dick, yeah, seriously.
Oh my God! It's like how many times you cheated on your girlfriend, with your teammates, the terrible things you did to Speedy. All of the awful things that Oliver ever did just kept compounding until he became unlikable.
So you
Yeah.
prefer him
Sorrentino
to be
Lemire.
Those were good,
Sanitized.
yes. The
Well-
Outsiders War was good.
I don't mind that the character has character flaws, that he has, inherent personality traits that are somewhat negative. Oliver
liked-
just had so much.
baggage.
I liked Ollie, and I was rooting for him to not screw up again.
Yeah,
that was my thing. Like, he's done so many bad things. Please don't screw it up again,
Exactly.
Ollie.
And then he
God,
does.
that he does. And then you're like, please don't.
Oh,
and
he does,
But
yes.
I'm hoping, and I feel the same way about Constantine.
For years, well, see, I never expected Constantine to be my hero. But Oliver was a hero, and Oliver was showcased.
I look at them very similarly,
If that was ever
and I enjoy
how,
them both.
Well, again, if that was ever how they were done, but that's not. Oliver was, and then he just kept doing terrible things over and over. Clearing that off, where, okay, Oliver could still have crisis of conscience. Oliver could still make bad moral decisions. Oliver could still do bad things, but maybe now he doesn't have to keep doing it over and over and over. And maybe he can actually learn lessons from what he's done.
Well, that would be good too.
Buccellato Manipool, Flash.
That was alright. I was
You liked it when the creative team changed.
I did, yeah. I did like the Cobalt Blue story arc when he actually goes into the future
Yeah.
and he meets his older self. That was good.
Forever Evil.
That was good.
Okay.
Forever Evil was good. Yes.
Okay, so see, there's a lot more in the New 52
That was
people
good.
like. Once you
Yeah.
actually start thinking about it and
Yeah.
stop criticizing.
Oh, there was a lot
There
that
was
I
stuff-
actually enjoyed.
now,
Yeah.
don't get me
I liked
wrong.
it a lot more than Kevin did. That's
there
the
were
thing. I liked it
were
a lot
things
more than
about
Kevin
New
did.
52 that I did not like.
Exactly. Yeah.
Captain Atom.
Captain-
Not that good.
Nope.
Hawk and Dove.
Not that good at all.
The Blue Devil story in DC Universe Presents. The DC Universe Presents as an anthology title wasn't all that strong.
No,
The
not
stories
until
in it-
Vandal Savage picked it
The
up.
Vandal Savage story was surprisingly stronger
That was
than
the
the
thing,
rest.
yeah.
Justice League International into Justice League of America.
into Justice League United.
Oh my God!
Not that great.
Justice League United was good,
Okay,
but International was weak.
it was.
Dark was good,
Dark
and then
was
it got
good.
really good.
Yes,
And
Dark
then it
was
ended.
really good, and yeah, Red Hood and the Outlaws.
Red Hood and the Outlaws
did not start good.
No,
did not start good,
and it
at
didn't
all.
stay good.
No, and that was the
And
problem.
Teen Titans.
Is it over?
Red Hood and Red
No,
Hood
no,
and
no,
the
no,
Outlaws. No. What happened was Red Hood and the Outlaws basically. I don't know.
I'm liking it now.
It's good now.
I'm
Don't get me
actually
wrong. It's
reading
very
it.
good now. But the original team of Red Hood and the Outlaws was Starfire, Red Hood, and Arsenal, which is a fine team. But the problem was they didn't use the characters correctly.
No, and they didn't have enough to really get that interaction that they had when they were Titans.
Exactly.
And Red Hood didn't seem like he would mesh with either of the
other
other
characters. And my biggest thing was with
This
Corey.
this though.
This is good.
This
with
is much
Arsenal, Bizarro, and Red Hood.
And
these are really
Artemis.
good.
Artemis.
That's it.
Artemis.
Yeah. Artemis.
Yeah. So because we have Roy Harper back in Titans, which
yes.
is good.
Good.
And Teen Titans,
Which
which
is
is good.
good.
Yeah. These are much better.
Better. Yeah.
So
I
But
missed
yeah.
this issue. I was
That's
like,
the most recent one.
yeah, I missed it. It was last week.
2 weeks ago, I want to say, or
Huh.
yeah, about last week.
All right, well, good.
But yeah, the Red Hood, the original, the first New 52 Outlaws was not good because they didn't use the characters correctly, especially Starfire. Starfire was the biggest.
Starfire was a
disappointment.
huge disappointment.
She was because they just did not use her correctly.
and
at
I
all,
did not
man.
like the new take on Raven.
Nope, not a big fan.
I didn't like Bunker very much. Just
Nope.
wasn't compelled by some of those characters.
Bunker, I had to warm up to because
Well, he was an old Wildstorm character.
He was, but the thing was, they changed him too much,
Yeah.
and then he just wasn't the same, and so I had to really warm up to him. But even then, I never really fully embraced the character.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. It was like that with a bunch of the like Team 7.
Yes.
I was expecting much better things out of Team,
Team
7,
7,
and then
but-
it ended before it ever got its legs.
Yeah.
Stormwatch got better when Jim Starlin took over.
Yes.
And onwards. So, and we just went down the New 52 rabbit hole. But essentially, I think we can agree, you and I at least, there are a lot more good things
In the New 52. Yes. The Dark
And-
Side War, Deathstroke, Nightwing, all
And
those.
some of the things that didn't catch on, like Animal Man was
Was good.
good. Swamp
Yes.
Thing
Was
was good. There were other things.
Static Shock was good, but it was canceled too quickly.
Too quickly. The Deuce,
Yeah.
man.
It
The
only got
Deuce.
7 or 8 issues,
8
and
issues,
it was
I
done.
think. I'm like, the Deuce.
Yeah. It was.
I'm not happy about that.
No.
I am ready for Static to come. Yeah, I tell you
I'm
what.
super ready for Static to come back.
I tell you what I would like to see in terms of blending.
Show your fans that static.
Oh yeah, the static icons we just got in.
Oh yeah, that I took a picture of and put on the Facebook page. So yeah,
That's a
yeah.
nice
It
figure.
is.
Right,
Yeah. The
icons.
icons are really nice.
They
yeah.
are. They are.
They're super nice.
You getting one of these, Kev?